You asked me about Toomey. Toomey's always going to hold kind of a special feeling for me because as a player, it's where I really played my college football and really saw it. It was kind of interesting because I can remember as a freshman, I was playing varsity my freshman year, and we'd be lucky to get 500 or 600 people at a game. And just didn't, attendance wasn't very good. And then we started to win my sophomore, junior. By my senior year, we were selling out the games. The north end zone became a prominent place for the most avid of Aggie fans to sit up in, and we had the cannon out there when you scored touchdowns, and then a steam engine out there, and it was just a great environment, and to look at it, it looked like a high school stadium, quite frankly. The track around it, I have so many memories. Game against, getting ready for a playoff game against North Dakota, and the field was just a mess. We had a tarp or a tent over it, and trying to put a kitty litter on the field to try to absorb the moisture with fans blowing through both ends. I remember playing against Lehigh early in the morning, and foggy field, you couldn't see anything, and but there was something about the intimacy of that place. My wife could literally send my sons down on the sideline when I was coaching and saying, "Hey, throw the ball to Anime." It just had that feel about it. It was, our home field. We took a lot of pride in it, and always felt like we had a 12th player on the field that was helping us. And then, of course, the history of being able to have the fans come down on the field after the game, and the intimacy they shared with the team after the games. Fans up on the, when they finally built the garage, and you had your tailgaters up on top of the garage with their favorite seats, and so just a lot of, and I think the one thing too is that we've missed, out here at the new stadium. Is the tomb. We used to have the tomb chant. When we were leaving the locker room to go out in the field, we were chanting tomb, tomb, tomb. Now, there were opposing teams that thought we were booing them and not saying tomb, and they wanted to fight us before we got out there. So I think it teed them off a little bit too. But just so many memories about Toomey Field. I will say this. People ask me, do you miss Toomey Field? I miss the memories of Toomey Field. I don't miss, playing necessarily at Toomey Field. This stadium is, I think, the best thing that's happened to the football program in the last 20 years. And this is a wonderful, wonderful venue now to play in. But the memories of many of the games out there in Toomey Field will be with me forever.